This is how I feel and I can't stop. Opposites attract, I need you non-stop. Cause I know it ain't easier. We can still make.
We had a lovely time in our little getaway villa, but now it's time to hit the road towards the fairly remote village of Tetebatu. We are definitely no longer in the villa because we don't even have AC anymore. We have this lovely fan to keep us nice and
refreshed.
Yeah, throughout our stay here. But we're only spending a night here. We decided to just head back to Kuta because we gotta sort out some logistics and other things that we want to do. And so, unfortunately, fortunately, maybe it's a good reason to kind of come back here in Lombok to see the waterfalls and that viewpoint. And also, my drone actually broke on the first week when we were in Ubud. Unfortunately, I don't have my drone. I would love to capture some aerial shots of this village because Tetebatu looks like it is like the Ubud.
The Ubud of Bali.
Of Lombok. Of Bali. Of Lombok. But there's just a lot of paddy fields here. It's very serene and it's just very, it kind of gives off that Ubud vibes for sure.
Yeah.
But unfortunately fortunately, it's a good reason for us to kind of come back here and visit the viewpoints and the very famous waterfalls, the two waterfalls out north. But tomorrow we're gonna still go to the paddy fields to catch the sunrise. It is at the base of Mount Rinjani, and I'm trying to sort out where it is. I mapped it. I placed the location on Google Maps. I tried looking for it, and it seems like it's only 4 minutes away from here, from where we're staying. So that's a plus. But right now we're just gonna buy some toiletry stuff because the hotel that we booked, it's just they're missing quite a few things.
Yep.
I feel like that's been a pattern for us.
Yeah.
Most of the places we book. I mean, not most of the places.
Not most, but some.
Some, yeah. But we're just gonna go get some toiletries and then maybe just explore the village of Tetebatu. But both of us have never been here. I've been to Lombok multiple times.
It's very local, so
it's
very authentic.
Very authentic. You don't see any foreigners here. It's still fairly untouched, I would say.
Which is quite nice, actually.
It is really nice, but there are tourists here for sure, but more so to do Rinjani.
Yeah.
And most of them are probably in a shuttle van or something. Whereas us, we're like on the scooters. On the way here, everyone's just staring at us.
We got stared at a lot.
I mean, we're the only foreigners.
There are lots of people like yelling like hello and stuff like that.
Yeah, right now we're just gonna go to the market and then just explore this village.
And get some food.
And get some food too.
Yeah.
We are just driving around and oh my.
It is mesmerizing.
This place is just so unreal.
So much better than Ubud.
So much beauty everywhere, and it really gives off that real Lombok feel to it. I mean, Kuta just doesn't give that off anymore just because it's been a main tourist hub and it's a more developed area, but Tetebatu is just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just so beautiful here. It's very lush. It's like green. Ubud on steroids minus the tourists and
cafes
and all that stuff. And I know we're tourists here, but there's definitely more appreciation to places like this where it's just very untouched still. You know what I mean? There's just something so rewarding to see it how it really is before it develops.
Yeah.
So
pretty much. Yeah.
But we're just honestly we're just roaming around. We don't have a destination. We're just going through different villages.
At this point, no.
Yeah, just trying to see and getting bit by bugs.
Oh my god. Right on the wound.
Yeah, right on the wound. But we're just exploring with no destination. But I think we're just gonna continue going until dinner, which is in another hour or so.
Yeah, Yeah, it's fairly chilly up here, but in a very good way. It's so refreshing.
It's a good breeze. Yeah,
Really refreshing.
exactly.
This is how I feel and I can't stop. Opposites attract.
The Tetebatu village is situated at the foot of Rinjani at about 700 meters above sea level, a remote village in Indonesia that is home to mystical waterfalls, vast rice fields, and authentic experiences for travelers looking to get off the beaten path. This place is reminiscent of Ubud because it is very green and lush here, but yet Tetebatu offers a more authentic feel to it because it's not overcrowded with tourists or fancy hotels and restaurants just yet. In my personal opinion, I prefer Tetebatu more than Ubud because I just prefer authentic experiences more, and this village offers just that. The sun had completely gone down, so we headed back to our place, but we had to make a pit stop at the store to get some essentials.
We woke up at 5 a.m. this morning to catch the sunrise, and we're out on one of the many paddy fields out here in Tetebatu, and look at this view. It is so surreal. It is gorgeous and very peaceful out here. It's quiet and it's just beautiful. It is so beautiful.
This is how I feel and I can't stop. Opposites attract, I need you non-stop. 'Cause I know it ain't easy, we can still make it work.
We just finished at one of the rice fields here. This place is just really beautiful from, you know, the sun before the sun was rising, and when it rose, it was just, this place was so magical. And we came across one of the locals here, and he was very curious because he just stood right in front of my camera and just started staring at it as if he'd never seen one. So I told him that this is a camera, and then I took a few photos of him and I showed him, and yeah, I think he quite enjoyed that experience. But it's just such a cool place to be in. Tetebatu is definitely a place to visit if you are here in Lombok or Indonesia alone. It's just one of those places that's in its prime before it turns into another Ubud. You know what I mean? Like, Ubud is definitely nice. It's got like convenience for a lot of tourists, but this is the authentic side of Indonesia, of Lombok, if anything. And just to experience this place before, you know, tourism picks up at some point, if it does, is such a cool thing for us to experience, and to just see the people here and how they're living. Is just, and places like this that's still fairly untouched, it is such a cool moment for us. But yeah, right now we're just having a little breakfast at one of the huts here and one of the shelters. I don't know what they call this, but we're just having breakfast, and then we're gonna have a real breakfast once we get back to our place.
It should be included, I believe.
Yeah, it should be included, but we're gonna soak this in one last time and head back to our place. But overall, a very great morning, and it was definitely worth waking up to at 5 a.m. for
It's
this.
so nice that we finally caught a sunset.
Sunrise.
Sunrise!
This is how I feel and I can't stop. Opposites attract, I need you non-stop. 'Cause I know it ain't easier. We can still make it work.
We had breakfast at our place and we were able to do an early check-in at this place, which is where we're staying at for the day, just the night, just for the night. It's actually really close from where we were, literally a 2-3 minute drive. But yeah, we got a pool view right behind us, and this is our room. It's kind of messy because I just literally dumped everything on the other bed, and this is the view. And then yeah, this one we got AC. It's a fairly decent room, and it comes with breakfast, which is nice. But yeah, we're just gonna use this as our base for the next few days or so, and we're heading back to Kuta. We're heading back to Kuta and then back to Bali. But in the meantime, you know, we woke up really early today, and yeah, it was such an amazing morning.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful morning, and definitely to, you know, to be out there in the paddy fields. But right now it's way too hot, and as you can see, I'm actually, if you want to film me,
Yeah.
you can flip it.
Yeah.
I'm just like completely peeling.
Yeah, you can see it. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peeling a lot.
I'm peeling a lot, so you know, I got to take a break from the sun. So I thought we just stay in, enjoy this the scenery, and also do a little bit of editing and work and all that stuff. So that is the plan for the day. We are just roaming around Tetebatu because today is technically our last day here. I mean, we are staying. Okay, first of all, we somewhat changed our plans.
Yeah.
The last update was we were supposed to go back to Kuta today actually, but we ended up staying here one more night just because tomorrow, you know what, we were like, we're up here already anyway, so we thought we'd check out the north. Not all of it, but just parts of it at least. Yeah. So we're gonna go to, I believe it's called Sembalun Park tomorrow. It has this epic viewpoint, and it's just about an hour and a half away from here. So we're gonna have an early morning again tomorrow, and drive up there, and check out this viewpoint, and then head back to grab our things from the hotel we're staying at, and then head back to Kuta, which is another hour ride back. So we thought that was probably the best way to go to see the north, just because we don't want to be lugging our backpacks. I mean, they're not heavy, it's just such a hassle to have them and to have them on the scooter. So that is the plan, but right now we're just exploring Tetebatu one last time. Really enjoy this little village, this place, and it's definitely one of those places where it's very authentic still, but you can tell there's, you know, developments happening in some of the streets here with hotels, restos, and a few tourists even in the area, and it's starting to build somewhat of a name for itself and reputation. But I don't know how long it's gonna take before this place takes off. But right now it's definitely in its prime. And if you are here in Indonesia, you know, visit Lombok, and don't just visit the main places like Mataram, Senggigi, Kuta. You know, try to hit up other places, and Tetebatu is definitely one of them. But yeah,
Definitely number one on the list actually.
yeah, I would say so too. But right now we're just gonna soak this view. We're currently at the Rice Terrace Center is what it's called, and there's no sunset today.
Normally you'd see the mountain like over there somewhere, but it's covered by the clouds.
Yeah, so earlier the rice fields we went to earlier is just 5 minutes that way. Earlier the videos you saw the mountains here, but because it's so overcast, you can't see them, which is, I mean, I'm stoked that we woke up fairly early just to witness that beauty.
It was so magical.
But there's a lot of paddy fields here, but do your research. But that one's definitely the most beautiful, probably one of the most beautiful paddy fields out here in maybe even Indonesia. Like Tegalalang is one of the most iconic, well-known, paddy fields in all of Indonesia. But I think the paddy fields we went to earlier is just so surreal.
It's
yeah,
so
untouched, and
I think so much more better. And there's none of them touristy swings and love straws and things like that.
It's just like a plain rice field, like how it's supposed to be.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
So pretty. My favorite actually was the one here.
Right now there's a lot of prayer rituals or whatnot happening. This is constantly going all day.
We actually woke up with that.
With the prayer, at 5 a.m. We woke up at 5, and then all we heard was just this chanting.
Before that, actually, way before that, because it was even before we got up. I could hear it in my dream.
Yeah, there's a lot of mosques here and all that stuff, but nonetheless, we're just gonna cruise around Tetebatu one more time, and then we're gonna have some dinner. And then we're gonna have an early night again, because tomorrow I think it's gonna be another 5 a.m. wake up call. Yeah. But overall, definitely enjoyed today. The morning was just so unreal, and I'm stoked for tomorrow. And also, I was telling Jasmina this, I'm excited to go back to Kuta. I never thought I'd say that. I think that's because we found like good restos, we found good cafes. The place that we're staying at, the hosts, the owners are just amazing.
So nice. And their pancake is amazing.
Yeah, their breakfast is just top notch. And I actually messaged the owner today, and then I told him that, we'll be back tomorrow. And I need a room for a few days. We need room for a few days. And then he was like, don't worry, I got you covered. Like, it's just top-notch customer service.
Easy.
Yeah, it's very easy. And if you are going to stay in the Kuta area, I highly suggest staying in Honeybee. Is it guest house or hotel?
Honeybee guest house or
Honeybee
homestay.
guest house. Yeah.
Homestay or guest house.
Yeah, amazing place. It's right at the center.
It's located perfectly, actually. And
it's tucked in, actually. It's tucked in, but it's not too far away from the main busy road. But you can just walk. It's literally 5 minutes away from the center. But it's also tucked in, so that it's very, very quiet. Nonetheless, we're gonna end this vlog here, and you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channels to see more travel videos, and we'll catch you bright and early tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.